Minim say nkrofo bebre ebisa questions on the National Cathedral case no. Because for now, ye hu bebi asem na kwa kodu. Se ne ba ye ene National Cathedral when ye see no. It looks like very soon aban ebesha asese o take action our National Cathedral in Sensem no. Mind you, say and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aban take action. Na asofo ni bi wo ho ye de omo kokota ma obi ama meka se ye persecute asofo. In fact, Emra President Akufo-Addo ye president kra no Sraj reporter wo mo ye efa National Cathedral ho ene say the board members no yenye ni yenfo mo court because na National Cathedral no obi ehu say sikedie ayeden akoso ewum. Now the Deputy Attorney General in the person of Justice Remsai Edin Semaba Betuja, now he has provided an update on the National Cathedral. In Seme na Walker, a day na Ghana for ye him. Mr. Banda, your first time as subscribing, na click the notification bell on so. Oyen the latest news via bar onsa ebeka. Na answer ni ebeko video ne so no Mr. Obi biara wotie mi awefu so a wo pese wefu etwe eba form no. Me recommend book ama book na emi ana me troye. Now, the reason why I wrote the book and it's a embrebi by na mefu any. And then the same person me mefu any. Inti nyama miensa na me ya ema mefu a call form. Into pese we fu call form in 10 be 1 month per book ni binato 100 cedis per. Number ni will screen is so 055-807-4986. Offer an hour sapesa number na yebema book no ni PDF and ni tree video. Na onsa kan na trese with the sujuma mai utie yen ewo YouTuber. There's a link in the comment box, so click here on sabeka book no partial. Anyway, yen read the Justice Remsai in semwa or de etuja was say the Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice Dr. Justice Remsai has given an update on the state's investigation into the National Cathedral of Ghana scandal. Speaking in a recent interview on GH1 TV, Dr. Remsai indicated that the criminality in the case has to do with the use of state funds for the project without the requisite approval. And I want people to make notice of Justice Remsai and Samuel Walker because they are very specific. Or say, the criminality in the case has to do with the use of state funds for the project without the requisite approval. You remember when the National Cathedral, Deloitte for the report, I stood on this platform, read every single part, Emma Ghana for Etiasie. Oshe report ni mwa, and someone at Deloitte for Eka and say, Sikani bi, impinifonu to me account. Inyamani bi anomusi omo ato. Ye ko se ye ko hwese nyamane wo ho aye Enyama ni bia mutu mo yusu sika ede aye ye kokohwe ye hu nyama no ntu tie Justice Remsai nsem a wo kan wo se sika ni bi approval ni ho eno mo yusu se sika no entino they will be basing on that. He added that the ongoing audit of the books of the cathedral is to find out the total amount of money that was used without approval. Now he has said another thing is there is currently an ongoing auditing. Deloitte for the hour no, yes, and also it was some form of auditing. But this time around, no, there is an extensive ongoing auditing. Now, auditing, no, they are basing on the actual amount of money ya spending wa cathedral ne so and say sika no ya approve it. Sika ne fa he. Until the ongoing audit, no, that is what is going to expose. Also, the investigations are ongoing on the National Cathedral. What we have now is a question of auditing. So we have engaged external auditors who are trying to quantify how much is recoverable. Inti auditors no besan so atre sika no bebi edu no ehe sen e na ahye sen so e na sisi ayensa betumi aden e betumi aka. As monies were spent which did not get the right or proper approval, the legal approval, and so That is why I said auditing to quantify that amount of money, he said. Into 1, monies were spent which did not get the right or proper approval, the legal approval. Sikani bia wamu yusu ye no. Enye no, die wamu di sikani koko ye no. Yampene so amomo. And I want people to understand, say, National Cathedral, no. See, once you are using state money, you need approval. To me, sorry, keke. Emphasize can konko ye, bibia pesa ode. And as of for now, no more National Cathedral board no omunim, because that is how they run their churches. Omunim. Me say, eje se wunye juma wa Ghana, unye church worker da, unless you've never been a church worker. Every single church worker, because me amiti, I've been a church worker. Every single church worker in Ghana knows. Se sebe, se wu use microphone na microphone no, battery e wumpoa. Ukokoto battery a, yeji receipt. Every single person knows this. Asori si kebi eni wo Ghana krom ha, yemfa receipt into ho. Do you know why? Because they believe in using the money appropriately. They believe in getting approval. Okay. Sometimes instrumentalists grab a cartel. Say answer na wamu benya approval krefi asori ho. Edi sikana kwa koto instruments no. Send me a back and forth san wa asori penyu for nenim na enya asem ketua, because they want to make sure say sikana wo request no ade na also de kwa koto no na wo de kwa koto. So they don't joke with something like that. Inti sende ya babe hu ne say ye mpenyimfo yi omo ano mo manage Ghana sika na tenant a yenye nim say eye omusu ni omo ban bia yenim say wo mo mfendi agro na afi wo mo ato atwene no mo yusu suban bia ye nina no yenhu da ni ye ka ho asem mo pesa mo tren say da bi yemum ne yemum nsamfo yemum ye sambalat and tobaya abi. He added, what we have in the public domain is information, generally saying that you have spent this amount of money, but not that the whole amount is criminal. A component of it was spent without proper approval. That is what we are zeroing in on. The Deputy Attorney General also asserted that the main challenge the general public had with the National Cathedral project had to do with prioritization. He said that people were not happy with the decision of the then government to go on with the construction of the cathedral while the country was facing economic challenges. And don't forget, the main issue with the National Cathedral was one of priority. So Ghanaians were angry with that project because it came at a time when things were hard for Ghanaians. People's pensions were being given haircuts as we knew it. And then we were building a cathedral. I think that was the main point of anger. But that is not a crime. I mean, it was a government priority then. If government says that I'll let the people die and I'll build a cathedral, you can't really charge the government for making that decision. The punishment for that is when you subject yourself to a popular election, they will vote against you, he said. So that is what Justice Sremsai Ede Atuja. So for any person who for some time now ubisa ene cathedral nsem na kwa wie sen ene cathedral nsem na kwa pie sen ene ende na esi ene what is going on with the cathedral issue ene ko he obi biara wo bisa sa question ni bia no. This is what is coming from Justice Sremsai. Ye hwenim final audit reports na den ne beba na yedi enim say asofo bi if they are cited say wo mo di boni a yenim say empenyifo bi be ye o mo adwen say o mo koji. And I personally believe that the only reason why the Christian Council will go see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and plead with him. Say cathedral no onye no sino, and they say they probably want to cover up. Because tell me why, if you don't really want to cover up, why will you go and tell the president that? Inti yenim say drew up na ye sha say ye prosecute bi mu a, some people might come out to say omo dia mo fanche but ye na ye okrom ha. Ye na ye okrom anti ebusuanfo mo ntre mo adwen e wo comment box ni mo. Me da say